When it comes to the amount of water that one should consume, there are various factors. Number one, do you have any medical problem that prohibits you from drinking excessively? And the medical problems are usually a kidney problem, or a heart problem, or a liver problem. People who have liver problems tend to have water retention if they have hardening or cirrhosis of the liver and may be advised to reduce the amount of water that they take. People who have heart problems have problems, the heart has problem pumping the water around when there's too much. The heart is not strong enough and they tend to accumulate water either in the legs or in the lungs and have problems breathing when they drink too much water. In these patients, the heart doctors will tell their patients to reduce the amount of water, usually to about 1 liter a day. People who have kidney problems which are severe and approaching end-stage kidney disease, they will also accumulate water, usually in their legs, or they may accumulate in their lungs. Again, they have restrictions of up to about 1 liter a day. But for the rest of us who are generally healthy, we can easily drink up to 1.5 to 2 liters a day on average. And that translates to about 6 to 8 cups of water. If you want to quantify how much water you actually really need, you usually need about 35 mils of water for every 1 kilogram of weight. So if you take that and multiply for a 50 kg to an 80 kg person, it works out roughly to about 1.5 to maybe about 2 liters of water. Our bodies are designed such that if we drink enough water, we will be happy. If we drink beyond that, our body will just clear the water out. We will just pass it in the urine. So there's no concern about drinking too much water. There is a medical condition called psychogenic polydipsia, where people drink excessive amounts of water. But in this condition, you have to drink about 3 to 4 liters or even more of water, and that will bring the salt levels down in your body to very low levels, and that can cause problems with the brain and with the nerves. And that is a very rare condition, and most people will never drink that amount of water. So for the average person, I would say drink enough to meet your thirst. If you are thirsty, by all means go and drink water. The other thing is that one should try to spread the drinks throughout the day if possible. And the reason is because if you drink too much, you feel very bloated, and you also run the risk of vomiting if you drink big amounts of water. Our stomachs are designed such that they can take about 500 mils easily. But beyond 500 mils to a liter, some people have problems accommodating that amount of water. In fact, it is unusual for anyone to be able to drink up to 1 liter of water at one stretch because our stomachs are usually not that big. So by and large, you can take 1 cup of water, maybe 1.5 cups of water, and that will be all that you can consume before you feel extremely full. So the amount of water is really regulated by our senses and our body. If you feel thirsty, by all means go ahead and get the water that you want. If you don't feel thirsty, then you can reduce the amount of water. Another effect of water is that water helps to keep our stools soft. So constipation is a problem in people who take very limited amounts of water. They may be eating a lot of fiber, but if you don't eat enough water, even with the fiber, you still can get constipation. So one of the advices as a gastroenterologist that I give my patients with constipation is that other than eating enough fiber, water is equally important. You should make sure that you're always adequately hydrated.